As part of this topic, I will demonstrate how to actually run a program which uses Spark library. This will actually take care of validating Spark that is set up as part of the virtual environment in the project. The project is already opened using PyCharm. Let me go to the PyCharm here. You can see the app.py. We have ran hello world program, and also we have explored how to pass runtime variables as well as how to pass OS environment variables. Now it is time for us to get into the Spark related stuff. I can delete this for now. We will use appropriate libraries such as sysOS, etc. as we proceed further. For now, to get started, we just have to import Spark session from PySpark, and we have to build something called as a Spark object using Spark session related APIs. To import, you can say from PySpark.sql import Spark session. Then you can define a variable by name Spark, then Spark session dot / builder. You just have to remember these things. Don't worry too much about what is this builder. In the end, it will actually take care of creating an object called as Spark with Spark context associated with it. After builder, you have to specify the app name. Let me give the name as GitHub activity getting started. You also need to specify the master. For now, we'll be running using local mode. Then you can say get or create. This is how you should be able to create the Spark object, which is of type Spark session. You can actually say print type of Spark to get the type of this object. Now you should be able to run app. You should be able to see the type of Spark in a moment. You can see it is of type pyspark.sql.session.spark session. This is how you can actually get started using Spark as part of this environment. To ensure that you can actually leverage the APIs that comes as part of Spark, you can also say print spark.sql select current date. It will just print the current date. Actually, I can remove the print also here. Spark.sql returns something called as data frame. Data frame exposes a function called as show. We should be able to print the current date using this approach. Now let me right click on this and then say run app. You can see the current date here. This is how you can actually get started with building data engineering applications using Spark-based APIs with Python as programming language. We'll actually get into the details related to modularization as we get into the implementation with respect to use case that I will be using to demonstrate the complete development and execution lifecycle as part of the course.